Alright, before we start the video, I just want to thank you guys. We hit our first 100 subscribers. I really appreciate it. Now let's get into the video. So we have a few skips, of course. We skipped Grand Theft Auto Chinatown Wars Mobile, Chronos Twins DX, this time it's for the DS, Glory of Hercules, Starship Defense, Bejeweled Twist, Dark Void, Silent Hill Shattered Memories, Vandal Hearts, Flame of Judgment. We have 2 release dates for that. One's for the 360, one is for the PlayStation 3. Mobile Knights, Mag, Mass Effect 2, which we're working on, and No More Heroes 2. Since we're gonna be playing No More Heroes 2, but I haven't played the first one, we're gonna start with the first. I've heard about this game in passing. I heard it's just like a weird, wonky game, very outlandish, but I also heard it was fun. It was on the Wii, so I never played it, so this is our chance now. You play as Travis Touchdown, a broke assassin who takes a job from a lady he met at a bar. The job she gives you is to kill the Drifter. We find out her name is Sylvia Crystal and she works for the Assassin Organization. After the assassination, Sylvia said he was the 11th rank assassin and I should kill the other 10 to be number 1. Then the game starts. So I played this on sweet difficulty just to enjoy the game, but after beating it, I think I should have played it on mild. It was just a little bit too easy, but I didn't want to have to deal with tankier opponents, but I did want a challenge. Anyways, when the game starts, you're on your way to kill the 10th rank assassin, Death Metal. This mission also serves as a tutorial. You have high and low attacks, a kick, a stun, which you can charge. You can also charge your high and low attacks as well. Then there is your wrestling moves. When an enemy is stunned, you can grab them in order to execute the move. You have to use the right button inputs, but every wrestling move has a different button input. There's also a gambling mechanic, but I really didn't pay any much mind. Sometimes they'll give you power-ups, different forms, maybe extra gold. That's really it. The majority of time I ever got one of these slot effects, because it's a slot machine that rolls every time. It was always at the end of a room after I killed all the opponents. The last person I killed ended up getting me a jackpot, and now I'm sitting there in my transformation with nothing to kill. And last is your weapon. Somehow you have a Teemo lightsaber that runs on batteries. Attacks and blocks use energy, and of course your charge attacks use a lot more of that energy. Once your battery runs out, your weapon is useless, so you have to replenish its energy. You need to shake it to wait around in order to recharge it. And just a quick side note, this is a game that came out in 2010. This came out on a Nintendo console, the most family-friendly console you can find. So you're telling me someone at Nintendo thought it was okay for grown men to be doing this motion while on the couch around their families? Well, I mean, they have 3 games out, so someone's getting a happy ending. You fight your way through Death Metal's mansion, finding collectibles, food for health, and batteries for your weapon. Sylvia calls you before your ranked fight, letting you know this fight is easy. You can win, and to show no mercy. In front of the boss room, you'll find an old wrestling mask from a stranger, unlocking memories, and a new suplex. Now we fight Death Metal. He was a good intro boss. At half health, he makes 2 clones, which can go bad if you let him circle around you, but as long as you keep them in front of you, you'll be fine. When Death Metal is finished, Sylvia shows up and tells you, you are now number 10. And because you're number 10, Travis is the target of every assassin below him. People will try and kill him anytime, anywhere. Side note, my understanding of this is that the 10th spot is consistently contested, but the 9th spot to the 1st spot, you have to request the duel, and I think that's how it works. I'm not sure, but it makes the most sense in the framework of the game. So Travis would have to be the 9th rank assassin at the very least, so you wouldn't be attacked every day. You find out you're stuck in a ranked war, and the only way out is up. Now we head back to town. Before you can challenge the next ranked assassin, you have to pay up. Yes, you got paid from killing the 10th ranked assassin, but it's not nearly enough. So to challenge number 9, we need to do a few jobs. Alright, let's break down what's available in the city. First, you have your basic jobs. Well, it's more like community service. Gigs to help out, like a coconut vendor or finding cats, picking up trash, clean graffiti, stuff like that. They're easy, but they don't pay out well. On completion, you'll get access to an assassin job, which pays way more, but the missions aren't easy. Like, kill enemies without taking any damage. Kill a target as quickly as possible while in a crowded out of enemies. Kill all the enemies within 3 pitches. You can repeat jobs as much as you want, and that's how you get money outside of ranked battles. There are other things you can spend that hard-earned cash on, like training with your master, Thunder Ryu, who keeps asking you to take your clothes off for whatever reason, but whatever makes me stronger at the end of the day. Then you have Naomi, who sells weapon and weapon upgrades, and that's the core gameplay loop. Earn money, upgrade weapons, train with Thunder Ryu, and challenge the next ranked assassin. Now that we have enough money, the next ranked assassin is Dr. Peace, a corrupt detective. We fight him in a baseball stadium. After getting past his minions, we find him singing on the field, and oh baby can he sing. The conversation you and Dr. Peace have gives some insight into Travis. He's not just fighting to survive, he loves killing. Actually, it's more like he lives to kill. The battle ends in a Western quick draw between Gun and Blade. Now, we're number 9, so we keep climbing the ranks. We do some training, earn some money, get some upgrades, and then go for our next ranked fight. Sylvia calls us again, telling us to meet at the school. Here we find Shinobu, a high schooler trained in the way of the blade. Before your fight, she kills 3 students, and Travis asks if there was much resistance. Shinobu replies, "You have a problem with that?" The interaction made me second guess my initial thought on Travis. For his ranked 9 battle, maybe it was more of the love of fighting for your life instead of loving to kill. Travis gets a little more complex each time. You finish your fight with Shinobu, only cutting off her arm, but we refuse to kill her. She thinks we were her father's killer, but Travis was his student and would never kill him. Also, never met in person. We are now number 8, and we do it all again. We do training with Thunder Ryu, we earn some more money, we buy some upgrades, and then for our ranked 7th battle. We aren't given a lot of information on him, we're just told to go to the subway and be prepared for a hard fight. We arrive at a movie studio and meet Destroy Man. Out of all the assassins, I hated him the most. Not because it was a hard fight, it was alright, it wasn't that bad. He's one of the only fights that actually had a gimmick to it besides a straight brawl. It was him as a character. He lies, he takes cheap shots, and I personally just can't get down with that. After you win your fight with Destroy Man, you're now number 7. And now we go right back to the same loop. We train, earn money, upgrade, and then we go for our ranked 6th battle. Side note, if you are playing for yourself, after you become number 7, you unlock an assassin mission, which is to kill 100 enemies. It pays 90k. After I unlocked this, I didn't run any other mission. This is the largest amount of money you'll get in the game for one mission. Next, our ranked 6 battle is with Holly Summers, a military assassin. Best part about this fight is that it's on a beach, so the scenery is extremely nice. Worst part about this mission is that it was extremely annoying. Actual boss fight was annoying, and the lead up to it as well. On the way there, you'll have to deal with landmines and hundreds of soldiers. It felt like an endless battle getting through the beach. Once you actually get to Holly Summers and have your boss fight with her, you then have to deal with her digging sand traps, throwing grenades, rockets, and the infamous pocket sand. Can we just like a note to human beings? Just like a note to society, can we stop throwing sand in people's faces? By the end of the fight, Travis can't kill her. Actually, Travis doesn't kill women. That's why he didn't kill Shinobu. And things are starting to add up. Every ranked assassin battle Travis has, more of his personality starts to come out. You start to understand him as a character each fight. No! But now you are ranked 6. And then we'll just speed this up a little bit. You already know the loot by this point. And then in your rank 5 battle gets stolen by some random dude you never meet again in the game. So I really don't know what that's all about. Some dude named Henry. But whatever, we're going all the way to our ranked 4th battle, which is with David Blaine. So we get a call from Sylvia telling us our ranked 4 battle is gonna be a date as well. So Sylvia gets all dressed up. We take a train to meet her at the theater. And while we're on the train, we play a little game on our phone, which I'm not a fan of that game either. Games of that type as well, but specifically that game. And when we arrive, Sylvia's there waiting. She is being super supportive, telling Travis she knows he will win and he can do it. We have our fight with Henry and give the performance of a lifetime. And for the grand finale, we make Henry disappear for good. We are now number 4, only 3 ranks left. Travis sets off to fight Speedbuster, some old lady with a massive cannon. When we arrive, Thunder Ryu is fighting her, but she gets the upper hand and cooks him right in front of us, sending Travis into a rage. This isn't much of a boss fight. The way the stage is set up is that there's a blast going through the center of the map, and you have to run along the left and the right portions. Occasionally have to cross the center of the map and dodging the beams. Once you dodge the beams, you get to Speedbuster, and for the first time, we see Travis kill a woman, which I couldn't tell if it was because he was angry because of Thunder Ryu, or did he change because of what happened with Holly Summers. But that doesn't matter now. We're ranked 3 with 2 more assassins left. Side note, now when you go and train with Thunder Ryu, it's the ghost of Thunder Ryu, which I thought was extremely dope. He still asks you to take your clothes off though. Now for our rank 2 battle. Travis heads back to the stadium. This time we go into the basement. We fight our way down there and meet Bad Girl. She is just a fucked up individual. During the fight, she has this ridiculous insta-kill move. She'll drop to the ground and it looks like it's probably your time to hit her, but if you're in her range, she will sweep your legs and bash your head in. Until I understand that it was an insta-kill being in the area, I died so many times to this. In the end, you killed her and become rank 2. So this is the second lady that Travis kills. And this one does feel a little different. The whole way through the battle, it seemed like Travis was enjoying it. But when it came down to killing Bad Girl, it seemed more accidental, if you know what I mean. I mean, his sword went through her chest, but it wasn't the same eagerness like when he killed Death Metal or Destroy Man. Like the ending just, it left me feeling different. Because of this situation, I think it's more of Holly Summers that's changed him in the way he looks at a competent fighter. Someone who challenges him, he should respect them by actually dealing that death blow. Let me know what you think about it, but I'm thinking that that's how he changed after Holly. But after you kill Bad Girl, you are now number 2. There's only one more fight left. And this is where the whole story just unfolds. Before our last fight, we go to call Sylvia and end up speaking with her mother, finding out that we got scammed. There is no assassin organization, which that makes sense. And there's no ranked fights. Now, this blew my mind. I was wondering, how did Sylvia set this all up? Like, did she just find 10 people and told them to be a ranked, like, pretend you're a ranked assassin? Or was she just doing assassin money matches? Is that why I was paying? I don't even know how she organized this. But Travis is too deep in it now. We can't stop. So we finish what we started. Our fight is with Dark Star. Your last phone call with Sylvia is the most confusing shit I've ever heard. She is so back and forth about how she loves me and hates me and I'm a loser, but I'm a loser that she loves.
Now, be honest. Did you really think I would let you do me if you hit number 1? You really are an idiot, aren't you, Travis? Come back to reality. I mean, look at yourself. You are a dopey otaku assassin. The bottom of the barrel. No woman would be caught dead with you unless she was a desperate bitch. Where in the world could you find a woman who could fall in love with someone like you? Well, one is right here. It was fun, Travis. I love you.
If there was a hang up button available, I would have pressed that shit. Just saying. Once we meet Dark Star, he starts to claim that he's our father, and it's starting to sound like Star Wars a bit here. Travis starts to have a flashback of when his parents were murdered. While the two of them are talking, someone pops up behind Dark Star and kills him. Come to find out, it's the person who killed our parents. And Sylvia set this whole thing up, which at first I was angry. I was like, fuck that bitch. But then you get context that he's like, wait, I did tell Sylvia this. And then you find out that Sylvia set this all up to make you strong enough to kill the person who killed your parents. And you're like, oh shit, she does love me. Then you start talking with this person and find out her name is Jean. Jean? Anyway, the game tells you, or at least through her dialogue, tells you, we can't tell you my backstory because it's too sad and the rating of the game is gonna be changed. And Travis says, that's fine, just I wanna know. She's like, all right, so just so we don't increase the rating of the game, we'll speed it up.
Short and quick.
You are my half-brother. You know that manga called Miyuki? The Japanese one? Well, it's like that. Your father abandoned my mother to run off with your mother. It broke her heart beyond repair. She killed herself. Knowing I had nowhere to go, he took advantage of me. Ever since I can remember, he molested me. We lived in this rotten apartment, and I was his slave. Every day I cursed his soul. I swore that I would kill him one day. But cursing didn't change anything. That's when I decided to become a killer. With no money to pay for training, I paid with my body. But to you, I bet that son of a bitch looked like a hard-working family man. That was all an act. He didn't give two shits about cleaning up my life. So I decided to clean it up myself. That's why I do what I do. And I got what I wanted. Killing him in front of your very eyes.
That's my story.
So after I recorded it, I slowed it down and listened to her whole story. I will now break down her backstory for you. Okay, so the backstory is Travis and Jean are half siblings. They share the same dad. Jean's dad left Jean's mom to be with Travis's mom, leaving Jean's mom to go into a deep depression where she ends up taking her life. Now that Jean's dad is with Travis's mom, Jean had nowhere to go as a kid, so she ended up back with her dad. And after living with her dad, who I guess didn't want to have her or something, he gives her bad touches as a kid. There's no nice way to put that. So as she grows up, she makes it her goal to kill him. So she leaves. She runs away, but she's not a trained killer, so she finds people who can train her, and the only way she can pay is with her body. Man, maybe they were right about speeding up through this. Leading up to the day when she's strong enough to actually kill her father, which just so happens to be in front of Travis, making Travis's goal to avenge his parents' killer, leading to this moment of two half siblings meeting each other. Damn, that's rough. That was rough. Verbally saying that was rough. Anyways, so then the fight begins. This was one of the best fights of the game. I had such a blast playing this because all your regular attacks, Jean would just like weave, and then you would have to come through and wait till she attacks and try to perfect block, slow down time, and get some hits in. But sometimes she'll be dodging in slow motion. She'll be like weave, and then you'll run up to her, hold for a charge, get that charge attack in, break, and get some hits in. It was a fun, I wouldn't say super complex, but it was just a fun all-around fight. It just felt like two killers just boxing it out like an anime fight. The fight ends with Jean putting her fist through your chest, and it looks like it's over for Travis, Mr. Touchdown himself. And out of nowhere, Shinobu pops out, slicing off Jean's arm, and she tells Travis, finish it. Travis then says his farewells to Jean. Jean replies that she's tired, and Travis ends it. And we finish the game. At the end of the credits, it ends with you taking a shit, and some random dude just busts into the bathroom, and he tries to kill you. And that's it. By the way, it told me at the end that there was a true ending. I don't know, unless I have to play on a higher difficulty, I don't know how else you would get the true ending. There's no like choices you can make. It's pretty linear as a game, unless there's like a certain item or something you have to find in the city, but I don't know. Maybe, I don't think we're gonna get to that. Unless you guys request for it, I don't know. Anyways, the game took me about 12 hours to beat. You can find it on Steam for $20. I believe there was a bundle with all three of the No More Heroes games. If you're interested, go check it out. It was a fun game. I had a blast. Some of the dialogue was funny, some was weird. It wasn't too bad. It wasn't too cringe, or it didn't make me cringe, Yeah, definitely check it out. You guys have a good day. Be safe.